Hi, good morning and welcome to meditation. Today is the 26th of July. I would like to read in Revelation chapter 8, verses 8 and 9. The second angel sounded his trumpet, and something like a huge mountain all ablaze was thrown into the sea. A third of the sea turned into blood. A third of the living creatures in the sea died, and a third of the ships were destroyed. Lots of trouble and commotion linked to the sea. After the judgment on the earth, now the judgment on the sea. We have seen this before, haven't we, in the Bible? In Exodus chapter 7, verses 19 and 20, the Lord said to Moses, "Tell Aaron, take your staff and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over the streams and canals, over the ponds and all the reservoirs. And they turn the blood, and they will turn to blood. Blood will be everywhere in Egypt, even in the vessels of wood and stone." Moses and Aaron did just as the Lord had commanded. He raised his staff in the presence of Pharaoh and his officials and struck the water of the Nile, and all the water was changed into blood. The water changed into blood, just like in Revelation as well. So this is a sign, says the text, shows the text of Exodus. It is a sign of the sovereignty and the power of God. And it's not the only time that it happened. It happened at the destruction of many civilizations who thought they could fight against God and his people. That's what is happening in the book of Revelation. The main character of the book of Revelation is the Lamb. And the second is the church. It's his bride, his people. It is the story of a sovereign God who is defending his people and bringing judgment on the earth. And not just at the end of times, but all the time. In Psalm 46 is a psalm of the sons of Korah. It is written, "God is our refuge and strength and an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. Though its water roar and foam, and the mountains quake with their surging." There is a river, and then there is a stop in there. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God. The only city that is shaken in the book of Revelation is the city of Babylon. The New Jerusalem is not shaking at all, because the New Jerusalem is the people of God. There is a river whose streams make glad the city of God, the holy place where the Most High dwells. God is within her, just like in the book of Revelation. She will not fall. God will help her at break of day. Nations are in uproar. Kingdoms fall. He lifts his voices, the earth melts. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress. Come and see what the Lord has done, the desolation he has brought on the earth. Come and see. Are you seeing? Can you see? There is a movie where someone says, "Can you see? Can you see what God is doing? What he did in the past, he's doing today, and he will do tomorrow?" Trumpets blowing, so his people will wake up. You need to wake up because God is at work. Can you see it? That's the question. Isaiah 34 verse 3, "The slain will be thrown out, the dead bodies stink. The mountains will be soaked with their blood." Again, mountains. Though the mountains be shaken, though, says Isaiah 54 verse 10, "and the hills be removed, yet my unfailing love for you will not be shaken, nor my covenant of peace be removed, says the Lord, who has compassion on you." God has compassion on you. There's lots of things happening, and they are not happening because, they are happening just like that. It's not by chance. It's by the hand of the Lord. But can you see it? Can you see the signs? Can you see that the trumpet is blowing even now? The fish in the sea, says Ezekiel 38 verse 20, the birds in the sky, the beasts of the field. Every creature that moves along the ground and all the people on the face of the earth will tremble. They will tremble at my presence, says the Lord. The mountains will be overturned, the cliffs will crumble, and every wall will fall to the ground. Every wall, the walls of Jericho, the walls of Babylon, the walls of the Roman Empire. Have you been to Rome? Have you seen the ruins of the great Roman Empire? Ruins. Because it is written, all the walls will fall to the ground, but the walls of the New Jerusalem will never fall. The mountains melt beneath him, and the valleys split apart like wax before the fire, like water rushing down a slope. Micah 1:4. The mountains will melt, the walls will fall, but the ones who trust in the Lord, they will remain forever. God bless you.